Hey everyone, Element Found Gaming here, and welcome back to another fantastic video. And today we are playing Terraria, and today it's going to be a little bit different than just a Let's Play. It's actually going to be a top 10 favorite weapon. So I'm going to be showing you guys my top 10 favorite Terraria weapons. Now I'm going to be doing these in an order. So 10 being the worst and 1 being the best. And in each thing, so let's just get into it. Number 10. If it'll work. The Star Wrath. Now, you guys are probably most people are probably like, what? Why the Star Wrath at number 10? It's because, personally, I don't really like the Star Wrath. I don't think it's a good weapon at all. I think it's pretty bad. I mean, it's powerful and all, but I feel like, I don't know. I just don't really like this weapon as much. There's not that many reasons why, I just really don't. Alright, next, Razor Pine. Now, this is a great weapon if it wasn't for how little damage it puts out. Well, 91 isn't too bad, and it shoots pretty rapid fire, but the reason it's down is just because 91, and because look, these things go down after a while. They don't just go straight, they go down. That's another reason why I don't really like the Razor Pines. Other than that, I think it's a pretty good weapon. You can really kill crowds of enemies, and when it goes down, it still can hurt enemies, so I think it's a very helpful weapon, but it's not as useful and good as the next weapons on my list. Alright, my next weapon is the SDMG, Space Dolphin Machine Gun. This gun, I really, really like it, but ranged is just not my type. I don't like how, it's just so thin. It's really hard to hit things. The speed and the damage of the SDMG is crazy, but it's hard to hit enemies, especially smaller enemies. In some of the pillars, they have enemies that are this small, just really tiny. And those are the Stardust cells, and that's gonna be hard to hit when you're using the SDMG. Yeah, it's hard to say sometimes. So yeah, that's the only reason why I don't like it. Other than that, its speed and damage really makes it a good weapon. So that's why it's on this list. Next up, we have the Lunar Flare. Wait, no, this isn't the Lunar Flare. That's not the Lunar Flare either. Gosh. Here it is, the Mythical Lunar Flare. Now, I'd have this earlier on the list, at number 1, or maybe just a little bit higher than number 1, but it's just it has a lot more damage. It has more damage than the last Prism, and it just has so much damage. But the only bad thing about it is that it uses up mana quickly, and it's hard to hit things. That's another reason why I don't like the Star Wrath. The Star Wrath is a lot like this weapon, but I'm more of a mage, so that's why I like this weapon better than the Star Wrath. So yeah, I've been saying the numbers. So this would be number 6. Yeah, 6. The Nebula Blaze. The Nebula Blaze is a great weapon. And right now it just looks like a normal weapon that shoots little thingies, but these little nebula blazes, they home in on enemies. And it has a chance. Oh man, I just ran out of mana. Okay. What does that debuff even do? So you have a chance of getting that one that you just saw that went really fast. You have a chance of having a blue Nebula Blaze, which goes really fast and it's really powerful. And basically, the Nebula Blaze just homes in, and it has a ton of damage, sitting at 240 Now, up to number 5. Now, you've probably already guessed it by the slot that I've moved to. It is the Razor Blade Typhoon. Right now, it just looks like flying discs that bounce, but these discs home in too, and you can shoot tons of them out at once, and they'll all home in on one target and just destroy it, and just totally demolish it. It's a crazy powerful weapon. I would have it higher on the list if the items on the list weren't so much more, well, not more powerful, but so much better. Not so much better, but if the things higher on the list weren't better. Like, I don't know. I think I might want this to be pushed up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. Just really, you can push out tons of damage to one target really quickly by like making an army of the little razor blades and just destroying one target. And then you can also destroy multiple targets with multiple razor blades. So it's really your choice, whichever. The Razor Blade Typhoon basically suits any situation that you're in, which is what I like about it. The Solar Eruption is next. Solar Eruption is a great weapon. It goes through walls. It lights things up. It has a ton of damage. It burns the enemy. It has a high range. It's just all around a great weapon. High damage, sets enemies on fire, goes through walls, is a light source, really long. It's just all around a great weapon. And without this weapon, I wouldn't have been able to kill the Moon Lord my first time. This weapon does so much damage to the Moon Lord, and it's just a really, really fantastic weapon. Alright, the next weapon is the Stardust Dragon Staff. Now this awesome dragon will be your best friend after you use him for a while. Like, it's just so powerful. What I like about it is like if there's an enemy, even if it's not on the screen, it'll see it and it'll go like, it'll like dart and like just destroy the enemy like instantly. That's what I like about it. It's just so fast. And then it doesn't have high amounts of damage, but when it hits like lower level enemies, it can just destroy them almost instantly and really quickly because look how fast it's moving. That's just its normal speed. Like that's like its walk speed. When it's doing its run, it can go across the screen like that fast. Like sometimes it's just crazy fast. And I never go to a battle without this weapon. I would never ever go to a battle, no matter if it's ranged, melee, summon. What's the last one? Mage. No matter what class or thing I'm doing, I would always bring this weapon with me. Meowmare is number 2. This, you probably saw this coming. You probably were like, if Meowmare is a great weapon, and it has the highest base damage in the game, so it's probably going to be on the list. That's what you guys were thinking. And it is. So, Meowmare is a great weapon. Other than being really annoying because of all the cat noises that it constantly makes, it is so powerful. And all these little cats, you can just stack them up like what I'm doing right now and just destroy hordes of enemies so quickly. And it has, look at the damage. This is when I'm not using any sort of accessories that boost the melee side of things. 289. Like this weapon has the highest base damage out of all weapons in the whole game. And you can stack up all the projectiles, and it's so high damage. It's not good against bosses, but against crowds, it is so easy to destroy through enemies. And that's what I really like about it. And now, number 1. I guess we're probably guessing by mentioning this weapon a couple times in the video, and it being in my hotbar, and that is the last prism. Before I even talk about the last prism, first of all, this is what it does. It basically shoots out 6 beams, rainbow beams that form a circle, go in a circle, and then make this giant rainbow beam. It does a ton of damage, and it's crazy powerful. To demonstrate the crazy powerfulness, I'm going to head into my testing arena to do this. So, for my last person with me, I'm going to go into my testing arena. Let's look at how much damage per second I get. I'm getting around 60, 59 right now. Now it's a single beam, 73,000. That's on multiple targets, but still. Sometimes I can kill the Moon Lord so quickly. This is just... It's just crazy. I don't know why Terraria would have such a great... obviously they should have great weapons, but it's just we went from a really good weapon to an insanely good weapon. This, oh man, it's just such a good weapon. It's not good against crowds. Well, unless you're using it in its 6 beam form. If you're using it in its 6 beam form, it can do crowds okay, but it's mainly good for just destroying, mowing through bosses. And it's just a great weapon. I don't have that many honorable mentions. Oh wait, I actually do. I have an honorable mention, which is the Lunar Portal Staff. Now this isn't this wasn't in the list because it's a stationary minion and it just stays in one place. But the reason why I like it so much is because it has high amounts of damage, obviously, because all of these weapons have to have good damage. And it can shoot. Well, it can form its laser this far away. Its laser is crazy long. So even though it's stationary, it has a lot of range and it's a great weapon. So that's my honorable mention. Also, I actually have another honorable mention, another weapon that you should always bring with you in a Terraria battle. It's the Nimbus Rod. The Nimbus Rod is a little rod that shoots out these little clouds, and this rain does damage. It doesn't take away any summon slots. It just, if you are in a boss battle, you should take one of these with you. I mean, why not? It's just extra damage. So that's another honorable mention to add into the list. Well, not into the list, into the honorable mention list. And other than that, I think we're done. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my weekly uploads. And bye.